Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Isata Richards, and I'm the founder and executive director of Societies of Unity Creative War Art Program. And I am here today to kind of do a little breakdown and kind of do a follow up about the things that we are doing at our organization and the programs that are coming up for this summer. I just want to give my greatest gratitude to everybody that has been supporting, donors, sponsor, friends, family, and even people who might want to join our organization eventually. This is a great way to kind of let you guys know exactly what's happening, who's in charge, and what's going on. I know a lot of people follow our Instagram page and our YouTube page to watch our documentaries, but a lot of people see different sectors that are happening, like with our different things that we put out. But a lot of people don't really know exactly how the frame and the structure is in our organization. And I think today I just want to do like a quick video kind of showing you guys exactly who are the people involved and how we are trying to uplift and make things happen. So as you guys can see on my screen, I have our program recap report. And as you guys know, there's been a lot of amazing things happening at our organization. Um, we have done like a good amount of things. Since 2018, Society of Unity has been in operation where we've been giving a lot of feedback and a lot of uh, different things to people that we have catered to with donations, awareness, and now, as you guys know, we have like an educational program that's ran very intensely. Our programs are usually 6 to 7 months, and now we are moving into our art space, which is located in Clairtown, Monrovia, and we are very excited. The first time we had 120 students that we recruited through the Ministry of Education, and now we have about 200 students who are kind of joining into our art space. So we kind of want to tell you guys thank you so much for that. It's a really big accomplishment for us, and we are very appreciative of this. As you guys can see, I would like to highlight our staff. For me, my name is Isata Richards. As I said in the beginning, I am a film educator. I've been working in education for a few years now here in New York City. I've done things with the Film Society of Lincoln Center. I've done things with Harlem Children's Zone. If you guys are familiar, I've done things at Microsoft with their coding and film camp. So I'm well rounded within film education. We do have our program director. His name is Abraham Kazulu. He has 10 years experience in film production and also with IT. He has a business called Visual Tech where basically he gives marketing to people in Liberia and also teaches our students about finances and how to make money through digital creation through graphic designing and education. Andrew Ketor is our program administrator. He's great. He's also like a youth leadership president of Dole Community. As you guys may know, if you know about Liberia, he basically served as a youth president, and he knows a lot of the students that are in our programs and a lot of their parents, which is really great because he does a lot of the groundwork and he does a lot of engagement. He also owns a small basically a printing press, so that's really good too. He teaches the kids about how to create graphics and how to organize themselves into small entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs as they could be in the future. Moving along, as our board describes, I am the executive director. Our program admin is Andrew Couture. Program director is Abraham Kazulu. We do have a program coordinator. We have teachers and mentors and public relations managers. So I just kind of want to show you guys exactly how we are kind of navigating these different tasks. As I listed in the little notes, a lot of us have more tasks than others or not, but we do operate as a full blown entity, as a team. And as you guys know, this is more than just filmmaking. This is more than just having people out there. This is like an organization that's supposed to be building and giving young people digital technology resources, educational resources, entrepreneurship resources to kind of help breathe their life. A lot of the students that have been in our organization or been in our programs, this is the first time that they ever did something like this. This is the first time that they ever been a part of something like this. in their country or just in general. So a lot of this is pushing it so that they can have a life-changing experience and that we can be the full force to help them accomplish that mission and goal. I do serve as the executive director and founder, but I am actually an educator in the classroom space. I try to be educated in the classroom space because I want to give a lot of encouragement to my team, and I want to give encouragement to people who are on my staff and the kids. Because if I wasn't there, they wouldn't feel as enthusiastic to be there. So this is our Creative World Digital Arts Space outline, so that you guys understand that we have a full sector and this is how it is. As you guys know, I want to tell you guys thank you so much to people who have donated, gave donations towards our space. We have accomplished a big major goal. We have now painted the space because of donation money, and we have furnished the space because of donation. So we want to tell you guys thank you so much for your gratitude. Well, I mean, we have much gratitude towards that. Our space is located in Claretown, Monrovia. If you guys are familiar with Liberia, you have in town, you have the bridge. Once you pass into Vitown, the first junction in Claretown, you would turn in and you would kind of go straight. Once you hit the next intersector, the building is right there. Um, as you guys can see, if you look at the picture display, where the pink door is located is where the computer lab will be. That's a really deep space inside, and the main space will be just on the other side of the building. We also have an office space that's in the back, and we have bathrooms, and we have a backyard space that our young people can go and just kind of like converse and be together. So we want to tell you guys thank you so much for this. This is actually a great situation that had happened to us. And the first time we were like kind of co-spacing, and we were kind of just having children kind of we were like subbing out of school. So we were subbed out of West Hester High School and another school in Doe Community. So that's kind of where we did our training. But now that we have an inclusive space that can allow kids to be together, young people, even older people too, I think it can be good for community building, um, families and friends to be there to kind of see what we do this time around. Since last time it was mostly just like the administrations from the schools. Now it's more so like we can invite parents to come in and serve as mentors or like guidance. So we are expecting 200 students. As I said, our program actually consists not only of this thing called movie making. I think a lot of people think it's just about, okay, we just want to create films and that's what we were doing, but it's more so SOU's focus is to kind of give empowerment through digital technology, digital learning, educational background, and resources. So we are basically just trying to, or we are giving the tools to our students to kind of create their own stories, their own platforms, entrepreneur skills to actually put on their applications and become something better. I think a lot of times in society we kind of negate the fact that a doctor is just as important as a graphic designer, right? And like an architect needs graphics, a person who builds buildings needs graphics, or a person that's in government needs a film or a video to kind of display what they want to do. So every sector within Liberia is very important, and there's a lot of great organizations which I would like to highlight. There's a lot of great organizations doing a lot of creative things, and we are just one of them. We do believe that we want to focus more so on visual technology, digital technology, because we feel like it's the beginning, it's just the greatest ever, like it's the greatest of life. So we want to kind of focus on that. um so we have some amazing programs, as you guys can see, that's laid out. We have the documentary filmmaking program, computer program, educational leadership, music studios, student voices entrepreneur program, which I would kind of go over with you guys for a little bit, and open lab days. I also want to take the time to let you guys know that the documentary program, computer, educational, are ran by our teams that serve as on an executive level as well. So the documentary program will be ran by me and a co-mentor. The computer program ran by Abraham Kazulu and a co-mentor, and the educational leadership program, along with the student voice entrepreneurship program. Educational will be ran by Andrew Couture, and the student voices program will be ran by pretty much all of us. The student lab, a music student lab, we know that this program is going to be one of the best programs. A lot of kids are already trying to sign up for it. We are still crafting it. We have some people who served last year in our program, and that program we're trying to extend on it because we know that music is something is a great expression for our young people. So we want to make sure whoever we get for the music program is great. So we are very excited about the music studio lab program because we think that it would be such a great thing for the students of Monrovia. Um, Open Lab Days is a day where young people could come in and converse on the weekends. We think that that can be such a great place for parents, teachers, mentors, community leaders, just people who want to know about the program could come and kind of explore. We had got a lot of great donations, free donations with like games and puzzles and TVs and Xboxes, PlayStations. So those things are being shipped, and once the place is kind of set up with great maximum security, we can be able to have this open lab days functional. So this is the outline now, and I really want to elaborate on this. But I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's happening and how we are dividing everything. So we're having like a really nice thing that's happening in our space. It's called Hub Space for Creatives. We are trying to kind of build more of a community. So not just the people that's in the org, people on the outside that can come in and be a part of like the open lab days. So open lab days are intentionally supposed to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We want to make Friday dedicated to the students, but Saturdays and Sundays we will kind of want to open it up to the public, and those days will go from like maybe 8 in the morning to like 6:30, where people can come and sub in the space. Event like we are thinking more so like membership registration, just 10 USD, and attendees maybe from 200 to 300 LD, which is less than even like a US dollar. So it would be a great thing. So we can have people kind of register under our hub of Creative World and SOU, so that they will have like some great incentives when we actually do workshops in different sectors and different universities. We're actually thinking about doing like 1-2 day workshops on, how to film documentaries on your phone, maybe at like UL University of Liberia University, or like Zion. So we're trying to see, how best we can implement that. And if you do register as an outsider, because we know that our program is dedicated to our young people from 8 to 23, but if you're older than that, this membership can allow you to go to our outside hosting sites or things that we have at the space for older adults, young adults. So it would be like a great thing to be a part of. And then also we have some other logistics, but these things are still being built. So I just want to let you guys know about what's going to happen, how we're coordinating and bringing communities together and bringing people together as a team. Okay, so I wanted to kind of talk about the Student Voices Entrepreneurship Program. That's also a great program that we're having with for our young people. Student Voices is an entrepreneurship program that's teen projects led by teens. We do see it very essential that young people are being led by themselves, and obviously with the help from mentors. But when they are led by themselves and they understand things in the perspective of self, that's when they become better. That's when they can guide, they can have more gratitude to the people that serve them and their community and their country at large, right? So a lot of these students, we know that eventually these students will get opportunities and maybe travel or do things once the organization gets bigger. But we want to make sure that we give them all the insights about who they are, what their country is about, so that if they do travel, they do come back to Liberia and make an impact, right? Because the whole thing about this, as I said, it's not really about movie making, it's about impact. And as we know, with the 14 year of war, there's a lot of stigma on like what is not progressive in Liberia. So for our young people, we're trying to make them learn how to do these visuals and talk about positive stories, even if it's stories that are sentimental, stories that they can like be like, hey, like these things are happening, this is what we can do to fix it, and show the positive about fixing it. So with this one, we are just accepting 10 students for this one. It's going to be a space basically where teen-led community programming, art and activism programs, collaborations on organizing activities, and promoting each other to do change making situations. They will be essentially learning critical thinking, entrepreneurial skills, public speaking, community building to help create awareness about the organization, about themselves as young people, things they want to talk about, and things that they want to help promote within their community and problems that they see needed to be fixed. Um, so they will be trained under Visual Tech, which is ran by Abraham Kezulu. And also, I will be one of the main instructors for that, kind of teaching them about money management, how to set up bank accounts, how to run an event. So essentially, these 10 students will have to create three successful events throughout the 6 7 months program, and they would have to have it dedicated to a social cause that can bring some type of awareness to the young people in their communities, community leaders, family, friends. For instance, let's just say like if there was a event about maybe cultural, like if they wanted people to know about the tribes, Basa, Pele, Kru, Mende, they would do a a event on these different things, and then from there they would execute it as teams, and they would be all full in control of how to make it happen, and they would have to make it happen and invite people. So we are going to break it up into three different sectors: a art direction team, marketing outreach team, program planning team. So now we're giving them the essential framework on how they can be able to be responsible for building effective projects, events, building their community awareness that they need while having support and making it a safe and inclusive space for ideas, creativity, and learning and fun. So I think, this program will be very successful. Also, the students that are involved with this program will have more of like an internship capability, or how would I say, more so like they would be accessible to an internship. We have a lot of companies that are kind of like wanting to give our students opportunities to be in the real world workplace, and I think that's very important, especially in Liberia. Kind of bringing like the creative sector into the workplace. There's not a lot of things where like a lot of our students, and as you guys may know, if you don't know Liberia, many of the professional careers are maybe just like governmental situations, or like radio journalism, and things like that, that kind of exclude the creative part of things. And usually the jobs that are like graphic or things like that are very limited. So we're trying to get them to go into spaces that they focus more on technicality of things, and they need students to create short documentaries. They need students to create graphics for them. They need students to think of ways that they can make their companies more inclusive and exclusive to people in the arts community. So this is why we think this program would be really good, kind of putting kids in leadership positions. And yeah, so also they will be paid a small stipend. We're thinking like 500 LD per week, or I don't know. We're still adjusting it because like if we have 10 of them, kind of might be insane. But we are looking for sponsors and donors, and we always are open to people always trying to help us. I understand sometimes we're just like asking for money, we're asking for things. It's kind of hard to get like standardly getting grants, especially when you're first starting out. Like your first 2 3 years really has to be a chain work of things that you can show, audit reports and things. So we try to tell our community and people who are not familiar with a nonprofit, it's not because you just did a program that you're going to automatically get a grant. Most of this stuff, let's be honest, it has been self-funded by me and just you guys. And I think we're just trying to get things on the off the ground. So even if it's a sponsorship where like, hey, if you know someone who has a company that can have our students go there and you guys can pay them that salary, that would be great too. So we're looking for those type of different exclusive things. And that's about it. So I want to tell you guys so much for listening to this video and being here with this amazing update. I am very excited for this, and Yeah, I'm very excited for this. As I said, my name is Isita Richards. I am the founder and executive director of Societies of Unity, nonprofit organization, and creative world art, digital art space. And we're just looking forward to see how everything goes. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to send me an email. CW at creative CW at societiesofunity.org or just societiesofunity at gmail.com. We have two emails, and feel free to reach out to our team as well. And I hope that you guys can support such a great mission in Liberia for the future of not only just our Liberian students, but also our students in the diaspora. We want to make sure that they can come over one day and our students can go over. However way we can make it happen, it's up to you guys, up to us, but we will make it happen. Thank you guys so much, and have a nice day. Bye.